Hey guys, this is Star Force Games, and I'm back to do something, well, I guess it's kind of technically different. I mean, I have done death battle prediction videos before, but this is going to be something a little bit different, so, yeah, so basically, the next death battle is, Weiss versus Mitsuru Kirijo, I think her name is. I think that's how you pronounce her name, at least. Basically, Weiss from Ruby versus Mitsuru from Persona 4. At least I think that's the game. One of the Persona games. You get what I mean. So, here's the thing. I've never played a Persona game in my life. So I have no idea if any of the research I did on her is factual, to say. I mean, it's fan-made wikis are weird. Like, you you're gonna get a lot of information that can be easily fabricated and just taken out of context. So you're gonna have to forgive me on that. So take it with a grain of salt when I say I think Mitsuru is going to win. Wait, to explain. Well, Weiss, she's fast. Like, here's the thing. I've done a lot of research on Weiss because I have my own like fan-made death battle series that I did, and one of the battles I did, like I think like the last one I did actually was Weiss versus Asuna from Sword Art Online, and I had Weiss win that one simply because she has way too much versatility and just overwhelmed Asuna with all of that. Here's the thing though. After a bit of research Mitsuru seems like she can match Weiss's versatility, if not surpass it. And she's with her persona Armetsia. I can't remember her persona's name, but like that persona it's gonna be very useful, considering one of her attacks is an explosion. Megalo, whatever that name was, can ignore special defenses, aka it could potentially ignore Weiss's aura, and that's that's a pretty OP move to have for someone who's facing off against someone from Ruby. Considering aura is their own like automatic defense, no matter what Volume 5 tries to tell you. So, yeah. So, and from what I've heard, like, Weiss is fast. She's really fast, especially with like time dilation, like as part of her semblance. Like, she can, she hasn't done it recently, of course, because Rooster Teeth are freaking idiots. So, and decided the only thing she's good for is summoning. So, yeah. But from what I have read, keep this in mind, from what I've read, I've never played Persona, I've said this many times now, it said that, from what I read said that Mitsuru has dodged natural lightning, as in, as in real lightning, which means she reacted to something like, that's, like, if not hundreds of thousands of miles per hour, but something that, like, if not in the millions. I'm not sure on that. I have to look up lightning speed later, but yeah. Weiss is fast. She's not that fast. So at the very least, Mitsuru will be able to easily keep up with her. Adding to her persona, and though, yeah, and I think Mitsuru's going to win. Weiss's summoning, that's a bit of a tricky situation. If she's gonna, if she can get the Armagigas out quick enough, that might be able to turn the tide of the fight. That thing is OP. But at the same time, I'm not sure if even that's going to be enough to take down Mitsuru for good. I'm not sure. She's already like insanely she's already like better than an average human in terms of a lot of things, like strength and speed and all that, even without her persona. So even whether that will be enough to beat Weiss, I'm not 100% certain, but if I had to put money on it, I'd say Mitsuru would win. So that's my prediction. However, here's where the second part of the video's title comes in. Why I'm not going to react to it, I'm just going to watch it in my own time. Well, first reason, I'm not going to be in town for when it comes out. Next week I'm going to be on a family vacation. And I'm going to be somewhere where I'm not going to be able to use anything. I'm not going to have any privacy. I will not have time to do it. So now you may be wondering, okay, so why don't you just delay watching it? Two reasons for that. First reason, I'm probably already gonna get spoiled for it. I mean, I'm pretty good at avoiding spoilers, but I can't. I have to know, like, this is a Death Battle. This is a series I have followed ever since, I think, Eggman vs. Wily. So, yeah, way back in Season 1, when Season 1 was still going. So, I'm not going to be able to avoid it for long. I love Death Battle. But the second reason leads into the previously mentioned second reason. This is the worst choice of a battle that they could have done. I'm not complaining about the combatants. I'm not complaining about, which combatant fights who. No. This is the worst thing they could have done in terms of placement. Here's the thing. Death Battle is now owned, pretty much, by Rooster Teeth. This Screw Attack no longer exists. Pretty much. They used to be partnered up with Rooster Teeth. Well, actually, they used to be separate from Rooster Teeth altogether. Then they partnered up with them, and then Rooster Teeth consumed them whole. So now Screw Attack doesn't exist. Death Battle only remains. So that's the thing. They could be biased. Like, I have no doubt that this is going to be the battle that, if they're going to get accused of bias, this is the one where it most occurs. Because the people who own RWBY are pretty much their higher-ups. This could easily be an advertisement for the new volume. Here's the thing, though. Like, everyone's going to be saying that, but Rooster Teeth, but Death Battle has always been a we can't be biased basis. Even when Rooster Teeth sponsored Yang versus Tifa, they even said in, like, an interview with Barbara and whoever, that they said there have been so many companies that have come to us wanting to sponsor a Death Battle, and we said yes, but it can't be biased. And it can't be biased, and every company, until Rooster Teeth, had backed out of that deal, because Death Battle cannot be biased. And back then, with Yang vs. Tifa, it was understandable. But that was because Rooster Teeth, they had not yet partnered up with Rooster Teeth. They hadn't even reached that level yet. But now it's completely different. Rooster Teeth now has full control over Death Battle, and who knows what they'll do. There's few things. Here's the thing. I can't trust Death Battle right now. I can't. Ben 10 versus Green Lantern is just proof of that. Here's the thing. I've never disagreed with a Death Battle before, except for the exception of Peach versus Zelda, because in my mind, Peach cannot beat Zelda. It's just kind of wired in there. I can't. It just doesn't. There's just no scenario that exists where Peach beats Zelda. And I've pretty much gotten over that. It was Season 1. It was still Season 1 back then. Rules were different. And ever since then, there's never been a Death Battle I've disagreed with. Until Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, where they screwed the pooch so badly. And I can't trust them not to be biased. I can't. Here's the thing. If they have Weiss win, it's going to be like, oh, you're biased, you're biased, you're biased, you're biased. And it's going to be hard to trust them when they say we're not biased because of what they've done with Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. And if Mitsuru wins, the argument is going to be, oh, you just did that because you don't want to look biased. There's no winning scenario for them. They're either going to be accused of being biased or accused of determining a victor because they're afraid they'll look biased. They gotta choose, in my opinion, they gotta choose lesser of two evils. If they have Mitsuru win, at least. If they have Mitsuru win, that's at least going to make them look better. At least. If they have a good argument for it. Like I supposedly do, but like I said, never played Persona, but whatever. You get the point. If they determine Mitsuru, if they research and determine that Mitsuru wins, that'll at least make them look better. It'll make them not look biased. Yes, they'll get accused of trying not to look biased, but at least it looks like they won't be biased. And so life moves on, and I'd be like, okay, I guess Ben 10 versus Green Lantern was just a little thing they just screwed up with and all that, and we can continue on. But if Weiss wins, even if they come up with a good argument, I don't know if I can trust them on that argument. It's after making a huge screw up and then having a character they technically own, sort of own, I guess, win. It's going to look very bad. It is going to look extremely bad. That's what I mean by the lesser of two evils. If you look, I'm not saying that Weiss can't win. There could be, I could have overlooked something. I could have done something, and Weiss could have, and they could make a really good argument in Weiss's case. But here's a problem. Here's another problem with having Weiss, another Ruby character, at least in Death Battle. Rooster Teeth can say whatever they want. The writers can say whatever they want. And if there's one thing I have learned over the past 2 years, you cannot trust a word that comes out of Miles and Carrie's mouth. Or any of the Ruby cast. Because, oh my, what have they done with Ruby? I can't trust it. And because I can't trust the writers, I cannot trust what Death Battle is going to say. Because they'll no doubt go to the writers and go, hey, can you explain this or give us some information? And Miles and Carrie can do whatever they want to make Weiss win. And while Death Battle may not be biased, the Ruby writers certainly are. So, yeah, I can't trust anything until, like, the Death Battle comes out, and if Weiss wins, I don't know what I'm gonna think. It depends on how good the argument is. If the argument is very well founded, and it is backed up by legitimate facts, I'm going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. But if they back it up with stuff the writers have said, if they back it up with stuff that just can be questionable, there's a reason I'm not reacting to it, because I don't think I can handle it. I don't think, because there's a part of me that's like, this is Ruby. A show that I quit a long time ago. Like, midway through Volume 6, I quit. Not really a long time ago, but at the same time, it feels like it's been forever since I quit it, and I can't handle watching anything Ruby related now because of what they've done to the show. So, I don't don't know if I can handle something like this. It's even doing research for Weiss on my own terms, on my own death battle series, fan made death battle series. It was hard to do. It was hard to look at all that stuff and just go, I can't believe I actually thought this show was going to go in a good direction. But yeah, it's been a rough ride. Just so, final verdict, not gonna react to it, not gonna, if, I don't, this might actually determine whether I watch Death Battle, I keep reacting to Death Battle in the future. You know, the only series I'm consistent with, the only series I consistently react to. I know, here's the thing, funny thing about my recently released reaction to Ben 10 vs. Green Lantern, I recorded that the day it came out. I recorded that Wednesday of 2 weeks ago. But then I just didn't have time to upload it. So there's that explanation for why that came out so late. I was lazy and work was just a hassle. It was just a mess. The only reason I got it out today was because I only had time. That was all I had time for. But another reason I refused to look at it was because I couldn't agree with the results. I needed time. But this is, oh man. But the point is, Death Battle is the only series I've consistently reacted to, and if I have to quit it, if I have to quit reacting to it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I suppose I can finally go back to other shows and start reacting to them. Maybe I can finally bring back my Let's Watches of, Naruto, My Hero Academia, stuff like that. But yeah, maybe it would be a good thing if they screw this up, because now I'll have something else I can actually do with my time. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say. So, man, this me talking has gone on for almost 18 minutes now. Wow. Huh. I never thought I'd actually. This is all unscripted, by the way. I've done this all completely unscripted. Yikes. It's anyway. In conclusion, I think Weiss is gonna. I think Mitsuru is going to win, but if she doesn't, they better have a damn good explanation, or else I'm done. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So yeah. Till next time, guys. See ya.